Hey guys, this is Paige. We're doing a little bit different of a video today. I'm not crafting anything, which is kind of cool. I'm just hanging out here with my husband Justin, and he loves playing video games, so I thought that we'd watch him play a little bit today and just kind of talk through
Hey guys, how we doing? I'm Justin.
it. So what game are we playing today?
So this is Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. And we thought that this one would be fitting because, well, I guess we'll start on file 3. So the reason why it would be fitting is because this is all about baby Mario, and well, we're new parents ourselves.
Everything's about babies right now.
Yep.
Even though, okay, so the last craft that I did, it was a sign for, like, to write his birth weight and all this stuff on, and we literally, like, we brought it to the hospital and everything, never posted the video. So even the last craft that I did was baby related. It just never got posted, but I assure you, it's here. It's here.
Yep, so we have a son, his name is Jason, and at the time filming this video, he's about 4.5 months old. We have had a lot of challenging nights where he decided that maybe, the time that he should be asleep was not his preferred time to be asleep. And, it comes with the territory. He gets up, especially when he's, like, super young. It's 100% feed on demand. And I'm not gonna be like giving out all this I guess
Sage advice.
yeah, parenting facts.
I know everything.
Yeah, I have a 4.5-month-old, therefore what I say is the answer to
Right.
everything.
Yeah. It was funny. So the other day I was looking at my Facebook memories, and there was memories from a couple years ago when we had first gotten Chester, our pug, the one that we've had the longest. And I was like so excited. I'm like, "Oh, he slept through the night. He only woke up once to go potty and all this stuff." And it kind of cracks me up because that was literally the baseline of any sort of parenting experience that we had. Like, that was considered hard, having to wake up once to let our puppy go outside to do a pee. And it's just like, it's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and that's normal. I mean, like if you go from straight up like being, it's like it was just us right in the beginning, and then we got your turtle Shelly / Sheldon.
I've had Shelly longer than I've had you.
Yep. So yeah, I don't even have the most seniority in this this family.
Yeah, when decisions have to be made, I consult with Shelly first, and then we take it to Justin once we've come up with an idea.
Yep. So yeah, really like with Shelly, your main responsibilities with your turtle would just be like, making sure that he gets, food, I guess, however often you're supposed to feed a turtle. She obviously handles all the turtle stuff, and I like if she's away for a while, like doing, I don't really know why.
I don't say,
yeah,
you give me too much credit. You act like I go places.
Yeah, but essentially, if you're like somewhere else that's out of the house and you tell me, hey, do you mind feeding Shelly? I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. How many what do you call those?
Pellets.
How many pellets does he or she need? We don't really know.
Yeah.
So she'll tell me, and then I'll drop the pellets through the top of the tank, and I will, occasionally we'll need to like put a cup of water in there because the filter starts going crazy because there's not enough water. So I freaked out because Yoshi he stuck his tongue out and
What's
it looked
with
like
the eggs behind him?
Um,
What function do they serve?
so basically, with these eggs, you throw them and you kill things with them. So like that piranha plant. Oh, and here your
So
egg.
not applicable to real life.
Oh yeah. That's, as far as I know, no creature in real life can make an egg as fast as a Yoshi. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. I digress. About Shelly. So I know we're talking a whole lot about this turtle here.
I was gonna say, I feel like this is more than we've talked about him, like, in our entire relationship.
Yep. No, it's good though.
It's not very complex. He lives in the water. He eats every day.
Hey, so
And that's about it. He jumps off of his rock because he's a red-eared slider turtle.
oh
And
yeah.
yeah, that's about the extent of the story of Shelly.
Yeah, no, it's a good start. Well, hang on. Why don't you say where you got Shelly from?
Yeah, I won Shelly at the fair, which when I think about it, that's kind of awful. I mean that like because turtles can live for really, really long lives and it's one of those things where you need to put a lot of thought into it before deciding to get a turtle. And I just never thought that I would actually win. And all of a sudden, I threw a ball and it landed in a lily pad. And the guy's like, "Oh, you won a turtle!" And there goes the next 40 years of my life. Because that's how long they can live. Which, I mean, that's great, but oof, that's a
Yeah,
big commitment.
yeah, big commitment for a game that probably costs you a
Yeah,
dollar or two to
I
play.
know. And I put zero thought into it and was essentially given like a child. But even more so because when it turns 18, I can't just, shove him out of the house.
Yeah, you might get another air filter or something. I don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
I think that was a sound from the game.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's funny. Thought I heard Jason.
Yeah. So
Speaking of thinking that you hear babies, one thing that we discovered shortly after Jason was born was like everywhere we went, we heard babies crying. I swear every single thing sounded like a baby crying. Like there was even one day when we were leaving the house and the way that the storm door creaked, it sounded just like him crying. So I think it's crazy, but it's one of those things where like when you become a parent, your ears just like change or like what they pick up on and stuff like that. And it's just, and now it's not so much the case, but I just remember everywhere that we went, it just felt like there was babies crying constantly when there weren't.
yep, yep. I know. What was it? Just probably I don't know. A few days ago, I was in the hallway closet for something, and
You were you hiding?
I was just hanging out, something to do, and um, so yeah. Anyway, there was the sound of the creaky hallway closet, so I felt the need to tell you that was the closet. It was not Jason.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, you like you're just like it not so much for us now as we were when he was a brand newborn that we just brought home, but it's like you're always kind of on alert, and
Hmm.
it it's like that part of being a parent really does take some getting used to, just because you're a lot more used to just like like obviously if you don't have a kid, you get home, you chill, you hang out, you're watching, TV, just kind of browsing on your
Hmm.
phone. I'd maybe be sitting there like playing on, the 3DS or the Switch or something, and you'd be, texting with some of your friends
Hmm.
or whatever, and like you just don't really have much of like a as much of a sense of responsibility
Right.
like that you actually have to be on
Right.
at any given time, and like that's definitely been an adjustment um for the both of us. I think I could comfortably say that
Yeah.
it's just it requires energy that we
Yeah.
didn't really know that we had
Well,
before.
and before, with just having the dogs, it's like if the dogs were annoying us, we could just like put them outside. They could just go run around and get some energy out. But, or like, not that I ever got annoyed with Justin, but if I just needed my own time, I could just go do whatever I wanted to do, whether that was go shopping or go for a walk or whatever. But like when you have a kid, you can't just be like, hey, go outside when they're an infant. So it's like, you love your kid to death, but sometimes it gets a lot when they're upset or they're crying or they're gassy and things like that, and you can't check out in the same way that you could, or that you can when you have a pet. And don't get me wrong, like it's absolutely stressful and heartbreaking sometimes when you're a pet parent as well. That's not to discredit the struggles that pet parents experience. It's just it's not quite as easy to be able to walk away when things are getting a little stressful.
Yeah. All right, well, Jason, he's making some noises through the monitor. I think he's waking up from his nap, so this seems like it might be as good a place as any to end our first episode of this
Yeah.
show.
Peace out, guys. Like I said, this is definitely different from the videos that I made before, but we're gonna do some too where we do crafting and talk about various things. But we wanted to start out with a gaming one as well, so where we just kind of do random things and talk about life, and few people decide that it's interesting enough to watch, then hey, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later. I guess we weren't really talking, but